The ignorant are ignorant of their own ignorance. Therefore, those of us who know the truth must teach. African proverb. What oppressive forces have our people so brainwashed by their mental enslaving lies that telling the truth now literally offends millions? Nonetheless, I would rather lose mentally enslaved black friends for telling the truth than to endorse lies that insults my own intelligence in order to hold on to mentally enslaved black friends. I will never be silent to appease ignorance, especially given that it's ignorance that keeps us mentally enslaved. The absolute facts are that a Bible that strongly condones slavery and that was in fact written by history's proven most ungodliest group of people is inherently disqualified from containing the true words of God. Also, the belief that a Bible that was brutally beaten into the blood-soaked minds of our enslaved ancestors by their ungodly enslavers will now set us free is an absolutely absurd claim. And we did not make the N-word ours, and using it does not empower us. Those who believes those asinine claims does so because they're ignorant and mentally enslaved. Whenever people are ignorant and mentally enslaved, they'll always believe nonsense. Many who also believe those ridiculous claims does so because their minds have been captured by the herd mentality. The herd mentality is the tendency for people to conform to the beliefs and behaviors of the group they belong to, even when those beliefs and behaviors literally insults their own intelligence. The term has been studied from the perspective of both psychology and sociology. White social engineering scientists use the science of the herd mentality to mentally enslave millions of African Americans. And the mental enslavement is so effective that millions now fight against those of us who tries to free their minds from it. A speaker of truth has no friends. African proverbs. To understand how we got to this collective mental state, you have to first learn about what is called structural cultural stupidity. Structural cultural stupidity is also known as culture of ideological stupidity. It's an offensive psychological warfare tactic that uses disinformation, misinformation, and unrelenting fraudulent propaganda campaigns to change a targeted population in ways that are against their own self-interest, and instead ways serving those who are deploying the subversion system against them. More specifically, it's when the dominant group exploits the monopoly over the information that a targeted population receives by constantly feeding the targeted population idiotic ideologies. Those that are ignorant among the targeted population that accept the idiotic ideologies are then start repeating it are the ones they're giving a national media platform to amplify the idiotic ideologies that they've accepted, while the intelligent critical thinkers among the group are denied a national media platform to express their intelligent objections against the idiotic ideology. This creates a one-sided flow of information into the targeted population, promoting only the idiotic ideology. This makes the ignorant ones to become overconfident within their state of ignorance, and it causes the intelligent ones to become intimidated, and they then become silent. Once the intelligent one becomes silenced, this allows the idiotic beliefs of the ignorant ones to prevail throughout the communities, creating a culture of stupidity. This is what white oppressive forces, what white social scientists and propagandists have done to the African American culture. White oppressive forces weaponize their monopoly over the information that the black population receives by feeding idiotic ideologies into our communities. Then they gave a national media platform to those who accepted the idiotic ideology, thus promoting it, and denied it from those who speaks out against the idiotic ideologies. This empowers the ignorant ones, and made the intelligent ones becomes quiet, thus allowing the idiotic ideology to prevail throughout the African American community, creating a culture of stupidity. It's the true reason why millions of us now say the most ridiculous things while wearing a straight face. It's the true reason why millions of us now self-identify ourselves by the N-words, calls our women by the B-word, sags our pants, glorifies pimps, celebrates our own denigration, gets our morals from a book written by our most immoral enemies, also believes that a Bible written by history's proven most ungodliest group contains the true words of God, and believes that a Bible brutally beaten and unmercifully into the blood-soaked minds of our enslaved ancestors will now ridiculously set us free. These are idiotic beliefs. And it's why millions of us now insist that we're not Africans. Although millions of us have taken DNA analysis to confirm our African identity. What they've basically done is spread so much idiotic information into the Black community until virtually everything that we believe are lies that hinders our unity and liberation. It confuses the Black population to such an extent that no one is able to come to any sensible conclusions in the interest of defending our communities, defending our families, and liberating ourselves. The ultimate goal is the complete collapse of the Black population. This nefarious psychological warfare system was deployed against the African American population in response to the unprecedented unified Black protests of the 1960s. The current commission's finding determined that the African American culture had to be fundamentally changed in order to prevent that type of unified Black protest from ever happening again. This ideological subversion system, which created a culture of stupidity, meets an objective. Our people's ignorance of the mental enslaving tactics that white oppressive forces deploys against us is their greatest strength against us. A speaker of truth has no friends, and those who know the truth must teach. These are African proverbs. It is time to wake up to our reality. The time of believing in dumb shit is over.